because had you not taken the route you taken, I would have lit their ass up.
Money, so important. Why do you always come back to the dollars? People want to know.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest, and I'm a good person, and I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money.
Some kids say they did, and they're trained in this, and I did it. So for me, Skip, I think Floyd just look. Floyd, you done made enough.
In the world of sports, few names command as much reverence as Floyd "Money" Mayweather. However, a bombshell revelation has sent shockwaves through the boxing community. NFL Hall of Famer and media mogul Shannon Sharpe has allegedly exposed Mayweather's bank statements, leaving fans and critics alike stunned by the jaw-dropping figures. Before we delve into this explosive leak, let's take a step back and consider the legacy Mayweather has carefully built over the years. With an impeccable 50-0 record, Floyd Mayweather crafted the persona of a flawless champion, both in the ring and in his financial life. His career earnings have surpassed $1 billion, solidifying him as one of the highest-paid athletes in history. Mayweather has long flaunted his extravagant lifestyle, showcasing an...
What do you do with all this money? I mean, like, do you actually use it? I mean, are you using the cash?
And, you know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
How do you even get this much money? What do you do?
Work hard.
I know that, but like, do you go to the bank and say, I need all of it? I want all of the money in your bank.
No, that's not what you do. You order it. You can order it.
Oh, you can?
And when you order a certain amount, when you order millions of dollars, a Brinks truck comes to your home.
Impressive fleet of Bugattis, Rolls-Royces, diamond-studded timepieces, and opulent mansions in Las Vegas and Miami. The money persona became synonymous with his brand, projecting an image of wealth so vast that it seemed impervious to any form of struggle. So, when rumors of financial woes began circulating, most fans dismissed them as baseless. After all, this was Money Mayweather.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is red. So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. This is the EWB, extended wheelbase. Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking, I'm filming. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that. It's blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
A name synonymous with fortune and unshakable financial independence. Yet, even as whispers of trouble grew louder, his love for luxury showed no signs of fading. One of the most outrageous symbols of this obsession is his Dubai car collection. Mayweather's garage in the UAE is home to a fleet of ultra-luxury vehicles, each custom-wrapped and detailed to perfection. Valued at over $30 million, this garage rivals even the most exclusive collections in the world. What makes it even more mind-boggling? The fact that most of these cars remain parked, their engines never roaring to life. Mayweather himself has admitted that he keeps these vehicles in various countries to complement the vibe he's trying to create. For him, it's not just about cars, it's a reflection of his brand, a living, breathing testament to wealth and success that is untouchable, no matter how many engines remain cold under the sweltering.
The Money Man, I'm right here in Dubai. Rotana Star, Luxury Rentals. Check them out. When you come to Dubai, top flight, follow me. We got everything. McLaren in different colors. Ferraris, Lambos, whatever you want. Rolls Royce, Bugatti, whatever you want. When you come to Dubai, it's the place to be. Check it out. Crazy colors. Come on, man. Live flashy like Floyd Mayweather. Rotana Star. Whatever you want, they got Rotana Star.
Desert Sun. In recent years, rumors surrounding Floyd Mayweather's financial stability began to surface with increasing frequency. Reports hinted at a mounting series of issues, from tax problems and lawsuits to reckless spending. Whispers grew louder, with some suggesting Mayweather was quietly liquidating assets. selling off properties, jewelry, and even prized personal memorabilia. But true to form, Mayweather swiftly pushed back, using his social media platforms and interviews to counter these claims. He posted videos flaunting stacks of $100 bills, posed confidently next to his fleet of private jets and luxury cars, and defiantly declared that he was far from struggling. In one iconic moment, he quipped, "If I'm broke, then give me that kind of broke." Enter Shannon Sharpe, the outspoken NFL Hall of Famer and host of Club Shay Shay and Undisputed. Known for his no-holds-barred commentary and penchant for stirring the pot, Sharpe took things to a whole new level with a stunning revelation during a fiery segment on his show. Sharpe didn't hold back. He boldly declared, "You can't keep pretending."
Even if you are an elite, the elite of the elite, a Kamaru Usman, or pick any style bender, some of the best fighters in the UFC, even the elite of the elite, the money comes from people wanting to buy your pay-per-view. It's real simple.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, maybe in a perfect world, it's the most skillful fighter gets the most amount of money, but that's not how it works here. In the world of combat sports and professional prize fighting.
Great. I feel good, training hard. It was great. Did Floyd not take out his own jets? Floyd's
got 3.
You know what else he got?
And he got
tax problems. That's what he's got.
Crawled out of his rock. He needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always
Forever. At some point, the math ain't math. That statement was just the beginning of an unexpected bombshell. Allegedly, Sharpe presented a redacted version of Mayweather's bank statement, said to be from one of his accounts earlier this year. While certain parts of the document were blurred for legal reasons, the remaining details were enough to send shockwaves through the public. The balance reportedly sat shockingly under $500,000. How could a man who once boasted of making $100 million per fight?
I'm sure he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box someone.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No,
So he doesn't see, like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like that.
Now have less than $500,000 in liquid assets. Sharpe didn't stop there. He meticulously dissected the bank statement, pointing out the staggering monthly expenses, from the maintenance of private jets to the lavish costs of his opulent lifestyle. The message was clear. Mayweather's spending was unsustainable without a steady stream of revenue. Exhibition fights in Dubai and Japan might pay, but they're not Mayweather-Pacquiao level, Sharpe added, emphasizing the scale of the financial imbalance. As expected, Mayweather didn't stay silent for long. He took to Instagram Live to blast Sharpe, calling him a clout-chasing entertainer desperate for relevance by using Mayweather's name. In his usual defiant tone, he dismissed the leaked bank statement as a fabrication. "I got accounts, y'all. Never heard of. You think I'm that dumb?" Mayweather fired back. "I'm the smartest businessman in sports." With his trademark confidence, Mayweather made it clear that this was far from over. Shannon Sharpe has been vocal in his criticism of Floyd Mayweather's exhibition match with Logan Paul, arguing that it tarnished the dignity that should be expected from a legendary boxer. Sharpe believes that Mayweather's participation in such events signals that he's placing financial gain above the preservation of his esteemed legacy.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
This perspective raises valid questions about why a champion at the peak of his career would engage in what many see as opportunistic, money-driven spectacles. In contrast, Mayweather has directly addressed these criticisms. When questioned about his legacy, he famously responded, "Kids can't eat legacy. They eat off the currency." For Mayweather, the focus isn't on preserving a perfect legacy, but on building lasting wealth for future generations. His stance is clear. Financial security and generational wealth take precedence over maintaining a pristine boxing record, even if others, like Sharpe, view his exhibition bouts as a blemish on his legacy. To Mayweather, these matches are simply strategic financial moves, ensuring long-term stability for himself and his family. This conflict taps into a larger, ongoing debate within the sports world about the balance between preserving one's legacy and chasing financial success. Mayweather's latest venture into real estate has further fueled this conversation. He recently announced the acquisition of over 1,000 residential units across more than 60 buildings in New York City, a bold claim that has raised eyebrows. However, property records have yet to confirm any such transaction, and local housing organizations like the NYC Housing Partnership have not been notified of any sales. Digging deeper, reports reveal that Mayweather is in the process of acquiring a major affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The deal, valued at approximately $42 million, is with Black Spruce Management. While part of the deal has already closed, the remaining portion is expected to finalize by late 2024 or early 2025. It's important to note that Mayweather's involvement might not mean full ownership. Sources suggest he could be acquiring a minority stake with future options to expand his holdings. This could explain the absence of updates in property records and the lack of notifications to housing authorities, adding a layer of uncertainty to the deal. Attempts to gain official confirmation have only deepened the mystery. A representative for Mayweather's business ventures confirmed the acquisitions, but refused to provide details on record. Further complicating matters, a recent phone call, with reporters included someone identifying himself as James McNair, yet the voice did not match previous recordings, raising suspicions about the authenticity of the communication. These oddities have only fueled doubts about the legitimacy of Mayweather's real estate.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it, Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. V for victory.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld. R.I.P. May he rest in peace. Money getting motherfucker like myself, always showing out, always talking shit. Like 1.8 million, you know how it is. Check it out. Let them know it's all hundreds. Money made all motherfucking day.
State investments until more concrete and transparent information emerges. In addition to his real estate pursuits, Mayweather's involvement in cryptocurrency ventures has attracted significant scrutiny, especially following his association with Sahil Arora, a figure tied to multiple celebrity-endorsed crypto scams. In June 2024, Mayweather promoted a new token called Floyd on social media, tagging Arora in his posts. However, the posts were quickly deleted, sparking suspicion within the crypto community. Blockchain investigator Zach XB was among those, raising red flags, calling attention to the incident, and questioning the integrity of Mayweather's crypto endeavors. This latest chapter in Mayweather's post-boxing career adds to the intrigue, as fans and critics alike continue to dissect the truth behind his business moves. Floyd Mayweather's connections to several crypto ventures, many of which have ended in controversy, have raised serious concerns about his involvement in the space. His ties to at least 3 crypto-related groups, where developers abandon projects after securing investor funds, are just the tip of the iceberg. Mayweather has a history of questionable crypto investments, having been linked to failed ventures like Mayweather's, Ethereum Max, Bored Bunny NFTs, and the Real Floyd NFT. In 2018, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, fined Mayweather over $600,000 for promoting initial coin offerings, ICOs, without disclosing the payments he received in return, an issue that put a spotlight on his involvement in the industry. One of the more recent and problematic chapters in his crypto endeavors centers around Sahil Arora, the promoter behind Mayweather's latest token. Arora has been accused of orchestrating multiple memcoin scams involving celebrities, and his social media account was suspended in June 2024 for promoting fraudulent tokens. Mayweather's past promotion of Ethereum Max has also attracted legal scrutiny, with him and other celebrities being named in a class action lawsuit. The suit accused them of misleading investors, ultimately contributing to significant financial losses when the value of the token tanked. But Mayweather's career trajectory is not just marked by questionable crypto.
I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFT
ventures. It also highlights his bold entrepreneurial moves in the world of boxing. In 2006, dissatisfied with his earnings and eager for more control over his career, Mayweather made a pivotal decision that would reshape his financial future. He paid $750,000 to buy himself out of his contract with Top Rank Boxing, managed by Bob Arum. This move allowed him to establish Mayweather Promotions, putting him in charge of his own bouts and financial dealings. This independence proved lucrative, as Mayweather soon began to reap the rewards of high-profile fights. His 2007 bout with Oscar De La Hoya generated over 2.44 million pay-per-view buys, while his 2015 showdown with Manny Pacquiao brought in around $500 million in revenue. These landmark events proved Mayweather's strategy of self-management was paying off, cementing his legacy as a savvy businessman. However, it also exposed him to substantial risks. By forgoing traditional management structures, Mayweather's career became both a triumph of independence and a potential source of pitfalls. Without a dedicated team to vet opportunities and manage financial affairs, he found himself vulnerable to decisions that could have benefited from expert oversight. Take, for example, his ongoing real estate ventures. Reports surrounding his $42 million property acquisition have raised questions, with discrepancies between his claims and available property records. Additionally, Mayweather's business dealings with controversial figures have raised doubts about the prudence of some of his investments. While his independent approach has allowed him to capture the full benefits of his successes, it has also meant that any missteps are his alone to shoulder. The absence of a professional management team may have left gaps in due diligence, leading to financial and reputational risks that could have been avoided with proper oversight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is currently grappling with a series of legal issues tied to unpaid debts for high-end jewelry and luxury watches. In one case, a Las Vegas jeweler claims that Mayweather owes $1.4 million on a $3 million diamond necklace he bought in 2015. According to the lawsuit, Mayweather initially paid $1 million up front and followed it with 6 $100,000 installments. However, the payments abruptly stopped, leaving us.
I think with Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to as well? If he didn't have to cut a
it's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does, everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training-wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, What sting coming at my ass?
Substantial balance still outstanding. In another legal battle, Mayweather, along with rapper Tyga, is named in a federal lawsuit filed by Miami jeweler Leonard Suleimanov. The suit alleges that in 2021, Mayweather bought several luxury items, including diamond jewelry and watches, but failed to complete the payments, leaving nearly $4 million unpaid. This lawsuit, filed under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, accuses Mayweather and his company, the Money Team, of engaging in fraudulent practices. Once hailed as the highest-paid athlete in the world, Mayweather is now facing significant financial pressure, especially from the Internal Revenue Service, IRS. Recent reports indicate that he owes more than $52 million in back taxes from 2015 to 2022. This massive debt has led the IRS to take aggressive steps, including freezing some of his accounts and investigating his assets. The situation is all the more perplexing considering Mayweather's earnings from some of the biggest fights in boxing history. His 2015 showdown with Manny Pacquiao generated over $600 million, and his 2017 bout with Conor McGregor added another $300 million to his fortune. Yet despite these astronomical earnings, his lavish spending habits have raised eyebrows. As sports commentator Stephen A. Smith
turns out that the rumors were true and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
It doesn't matter how much money you make if you spend like you'll never run out. In recent months, fans have noticed a shift in Mayweather's usual bravado. The once familiar scenes of him flaunting stacks of cash and showcasing his extravagant lifestyle have seemed more subdued. His videos, once overflowing with luxury items, now appear toned down, and for the first time in years, he hasn't been showcasing his wealth with the same confidence. This sudden shift has only fueled speculation about his financial situation. What do you think about Shannon Sharpe's fiery comments regarding Mayweather's alleged bankruptcy? Share your thoughts, theories, and hot takes in the comments below.